Let's get to the first question. This one comes from Frank Medina, who says, "Hey guys, thanks for what y'all do." No, thank you, Frank. Thanks for listening, man. He says, Virginia Tech has Enter Sandman as their entrance song. South Carolina has Sandstorm. Since Oklahoma Gaylord Memorial Stadium is getting new LED lighting system, do you think we could have an entrance song? I'm thinking of Disturbed, Down with the Sickness at the 32-second mark. The team runs out. The way I picture it is to have the LED lights flash around the stadium in crimson and cream. When the team runs out, the lights turn all crimson. The other option is Metallica, For Whom the Bell Tolls. When BV was introduced, they had it playing. Just a thought. Ted, I had never thought about this. I really hadn't. And I will say, Enter Sandman at Virginia Tech, every time they show it on a broadcast, it looks awesome. It's probably the main reason I want to go to a game at Blacksburg at some point. But yeah, I hadn't even thought of this. I guess OU really doesn't have, because the bells ring, you play the scene setter, and then the team runs out to Boomer Sooner, right? Isn't that how it works?
I think so. They definitely don't come out to like a sound system song.
No. Now, this sounds like first of all, Frank, this is a great idea. I completely support it. Now we got to decide what song.
You've got to do it. It's kind of the thing to do. And it's weird that we haven't come up with anything. It's always going to be hard to settle on a song, because everyone has their taste in music. But my favorite thing that I wish they still did, and maybe it'd be hard now just because of kind of the setup of the locker room and everything. I think they did it when you played, when they had the camera in front and he just walked backwards and they walked to was it the Contender? Is that what that song was? Like the theme of the old TV show, The Contender?
I'm trying to remember the song, but yeah. So it definitely, when I was there, because the tunnel was narrow, right?
Right.
And you had to walk through the long, narrow tunnel.
Through the hallway, out of the hallway, and then down through the tunnel.
You understand.
Was awesome. I loved that.
It was. In my last 2 years, I didn't get to do it because I was a captain and you had to go out first.
But that's still cool.
That's the
cool.
Best. It's the best. You feel when you walk out and the crowd sees like the four captains, it's a tremendous feeling.
Yep.
Won't lie.
Yep.
But okay, so personally for me, like, are those bells it's from the start of Hell's Bells for AC/DC, right? When those bells ring and it sets, and then it cuts into the scene setter.
I don't know. I think it's just an isolated, it may be that specific one. I don't know, but it's just, they've isolated some bell tone from something. I don't know if it's from a song or if it's just like an audio clip that they grabbed from like a big soundboard. I don't know what it is, but it's similar for sure.
So you would think, if you're looking at a way to make it work, because I do think a lot of people love the scene setter and it's awesome, but there would have to be a way to go from the bells ringing to the scene setter to something that builds pretty quickly. And then there's like a big drop, right?
Yep.
And that's when the lights would do whatever our man Frank wants them to do, go all crimson. I love this idea. I just don't, what song?
I don't know. That's the hard thing. Like I said, you can't really, they just have to pick something to do it, because if you pick one song, like, a group's going to love it, a group's going to hate it. You're never going to get everyone to really, I guess whenever you first pick it, there'll be resistance, but over time, whenever it becomes your thing, then I think everyone as a group could latch onto it. Like, I like that idea, but I also I think whenever there's a timeout and the defense is on the field and there's like time for the defense to be on the field or the offense to be on the field, and you've got time for something to build right there. Like, I think there should always be a song like some type of theme every time a specific unit takes the field. You know, like anytime the defense takes the field, they hear their song and they're out there and everyone knows what time it is. Third down, same thing. Like any of those big moments, there's got to be a, like almost like it's like a call to action that everyone knows what's about to happen.
I like that, but you're getting away from Frank's entrance song.
I know.
We got to pick one. We got to throw out a couple. So Hell's Bells for AC/DC, if that is the tone, like if that's the bell that they're using for
just
that,
carry it right into the song.
Yeah, there's that quick build up. Now it takes a while to get to the chorus, which is like which is where that song really punches. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you could do it bells into scene setter and then edit it to like a 10-second or so build up. It lets the crowd kind of get real antsy that it's about to drop, and then you drop it and they run out or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a creative director or anything like that.
Do you know the song For Whom the Bell Tolls by Metallica?
I do.
So it kind of does that. It just has a bell at the beginning that's by itself, and then the guitars kick in pretty good pretty quickly. And you can always edit it to where it gets to that point quicker. Like you don't have to draw out the entire entrance. You can pick up at one point before you get to like the main riff or whatever. That would be good. I think either one of those would be good just to build off of that bell theme.
Or now we're also not thinking of the copyright implications of all of this or how much you would have to pay to use that. I
can't imagine it's very much. Like, for instance, Virginia Tech has the Enter Sandman deal. And like Metallica has to, like anytime someone uses something like that and you've got a captive audience of 75,000 people that know that song and are listening to that song, that's got to be something that I don't imagine you would force someone to pay a bunch for. But yeah, I could be wrong.
It could be a lot, but hey, OU's about to have that SEC money, baby. So who cares?
That's right. That's right.
But I also, I mean, you think of some of the great local artists from the state of Oklahoma. I don't know. Maybe someone could just write something for it. I don't know. Like
original. Huh. That's a good idea.
Like a Toby Keith original, but could you want it to be, I don't know, for some reason it feels like it has to be rock, right? Like it's country, no offense to country. Now there's some country songs that get me going. Don't get me wrong now. But there's a certain mood that just,
you're right.
Some loud drums, a loud guitar, a thumping bass, just get you going, right? So maybe our boys from Kings of Leon could write something for it. Like
maybe
real, like Leon, hard rock or something.
Is there any rap entrances?
One of my favorite rap drops is Till I Collapse and Eminem.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's from Detroit.
Yeah. Not much of a tie there.
Not much of a tie,
When I was in the NFL, I don't think they used it as their entrance, but it was part of like the build of their pregame. Was the first time the Baltimore Ravens we played. It was the first time I'd heard Phil Collins song used in that way, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
But you don't want to steal someone's stuff. I'm just saying that I don't know how you classify that song. There's plenty of options out there. This may be we need feedback.
Yeah. Definitely send us your feedback. What entrance song? Because I will say, I love this idea. Frank, you're a genius. Oklahoma should definitely do this, right? Especially with the new lighting system. Can you imagine for a night game?
I know. Hey, we got to have this in place by 2025 when we go to the SEC and we finally have night games, right? To where we can use the LED.
All right.
Until then, it could be a work in progress.
But I'm kind of with you. Just pick a song and roll with it and edit it to where you can always tweak it a little bit and get feedback from the fans. But Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill, is one that is it's going to be popular. Like the drop of that song is going to be popular for forever. But I just don't know, going from the bells to the scene setter to that. I just don't know how you would piece all of that together. But
Well, let
that
me ask you
is
this. What are we like? What is something that we are that we all rally around? Like, obviously you've got like your boomer sooner, Dylan. I'm not really talking about that, but you've got like your OU DNA, you've got some of those things. Like, if you could find a song that somehow ties into that, I think you'd have something really good. Like, if you can, you get way more people on board if you can tie it into some type of, some type of like phrasing or something that everyone would get, like, oh, I see what they're doing there. Then the song becomes a little less important, like your taste of it, and you'd kind of get behind that idea and that theme.
Yeah, we just need a Kings of Leon original.
May have to do it.
Just, I'm sure that's cheap.
Right. Right.
I love the idea. And who knows, maybe this is something OU's already been planning, and people are going to hear this and be like, oh yeah, that's in the works. I have no idea, but I do love the idea. There's no doubt about it.
Got to do it. Got to do it.